Welcome to Have a Bible Question Live, where you'll receive a Bible answer to your Bible question. And now, let's study the Bible.
But got some changes coming. Some people might be like, "Oh no," but we've kind of met and thought about it, talked about it, and one of the things, Troy, we started this over a year ago.
Over a year ago, yes, sir.
While COVID was going on, and travel was cut down, and
People were at home.
yep, and it's been a great time, but we have our school classes that go on. Then all of us in here are preachers that we work with our congregations, and then we work with the school, as we're talking about, and have families. And so as we've been discussing that, we have made a decision that we're not going to go live on Tuesday nights starting next week. And it's just with all the demands that we have, there's only so many hours in the day. But that does not mean we're not going to have a show. There is going to be a show that's released on Tuesday nights. In fact, Ray, you got the thing going over there? So it's going to be called Repairing Our Understanding. And the difference on this is going to be, it won't be live, but we're going to be able to come in the morning times, because a lot of times, Troy, we need our evenings, don't we?
That's right. That's the best time when people are home. And so visitation, Bible studies, evangelism, a lot of that takes place in the evening whenever people are off work and able to meet with us. And
so, with four of us too, that makes it even harder, because we have gospel meetings we preach, and we're having to go out of town. And sometimes we just need the time for ourselves for certain things. And so what we're going to be doing is coming in on Tuesdays mornings most weeks, but then we can move that around because we're not doing it live, and we can do some ahead of time. If we want to do 2 or 3 episodes recording, we can. Now, we're still going to be taking your questions. Good to see you guys on here. We'll still be taking your questions. You're going to be able to submit them like you always have through our website and through email, and we will incorporate those into episodes. But this ought to help us out tremendously, and we think it's going to be a great, wonderful thing, reaching just a lot of people through the school. I was working on the newsletter today, and in the closing, I was talking about, if it wasn't for the financial support we get from individual Christians and congregations, there's over 55 students this fall signed up taking classes that wouldn't be able to take classes. Since last fall, we've had over 150 student enrollments.
That's incredible.
And you start thinking about the Have a Bible Question goes out to millions of homes every single Sunday morning. That has led to over 140 something Bible correspondence courses that we have taking place right now. We've seen multiple baptisms over this last year that we've had a hand in some way, getting somebody to either what would you call it? Opening the door, start to say break the ice.
It is kind of like breaking the ice. It's softening the approach. In other words, it's given an opportunity to be able to broach the subject and talk to people.
We've made the contact. We started the study, then we got them in with somebody. I just start thinking about everything that we're being able to do through Northwest Florida School of Biblical Studies, and man, it just humbles me, motivates me to do all the more. But one of the things about the school here is what you're looking at in this room is really the core group of getting a lot of that work done. Not to take away from any of the other instructors that help us out, because we've got to have them. I mean, you got Jared Knoll and Barry Odell this semester, as well as Mark Teskey and Ben Vick here recently, Alan Adams. There's all the other faculty. I don't want to take away from them. They teach their courses, but all 150 something that have enrolled since last fall have got to be administered into a computer. We have got to make sure all the software is working. And Ray Brantley over there, Hollywood, he takes care of all that. In addition to the television program that he is our camera, excuse me, he's our camera operator. He sets up the lighting. He takes care of all that stuff for us and then edits it.
Got a frog in your throat.
And so, and then he teaches Bible classes here at the church. He deals with our administration and the finance end, keeping up with all the supporters, money that does come in, making sure it goes out to the right places. And I know who he notifies me, so I know who to extend my appreciation to, and so forth. And so, that man over there wears just a ton of hats.
So what you're saying is that he has a lot of time on his hands. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of time on his hands.
Exactly. Jeff Orr over here helps me with the Bible correspondence stuff. We have an archive that takes place. A lot of the media production whenever we have DVD requests, CD requests, the YouTube channels, the uploading to the Subsplash, so that our Roku channel, our Apple TV channel, so that our website and all this media is going out on that. And so this man just works really, really hard, wearing a lot of hats. I do too. So we've got to kind of make things work. And part of making that work is not to be live every Tuesday night, but still producing the material, putting it out. So
and to clarify just a little bit, we do have a whole lot of people that are listening to this after the fact on the podcast. Those that are watching it on YouTube afterwards, and people have told me that they tune in while they're at work the next day or later in the week. So we realize that it is having an impact beyond this Tuesday night. And so there is the Tuesday night.
In fact, that's more people.
Exactly.
Our stats are showing us that it's not on Tuesday night that the majority of people are viewing or listening to this. So, starting next week on NWFSBS, Roku channel, Apple TV, YouTube channel, Facebook page, we will release an episode of Repairing Our Understanding. It is our understanding, right?
Our understanding,
Repairing Our Understanding.
We'll explain that in just a second.
Every Tuesday night. And so you're still going to have something to watch visually if you want to watch it. If you're listening to the podcast, that's the only thing that's going to change is to our podcast listeners. I really want to emphasize you're going to have to subscribe to the podcast, Repairing Our Understanding. And that link will go up. We're going to try and get some episodes done, hopefully by next Tuesday night, that you're going to be able to find it on Apple TV. You're going to be, on Apple Podcast, on Podcast Bean, whatever. It'll be on all of them, just like this one is. There may be a delay of 1 week or 2 weeks. Sometimes they get a little glitchy about wanting multiple episodes on there. But we're going to be having that come out, and you'll find that under the title, Repairing Our Understanding.
And that title, Repairing Our Understanding, is significant because that's what we try to do here in Have a Bible Question Live, is repairing our understanding. And what we mean is when there's a question, a lot of times there's confusion. So many times in our questions that come across the screen or as well as across the platforms that we have available, it's a lot of time a misunderstanding, or people are confused, or it has been confused by other religious entities or worldly different influences. And so this idea of repairing our understanding is bringing it back to the Bible. Exactly. And you'll notice on the logo there's a little plumb line, and that plumb bob or plumb line is kind of what we read in the Old Testament that was used as well as in construction. Whenever you want to make something straight and true, and it's something you can rely on, it's right. And so that's kind of what that is all about.